Hi, welcome in. Hi. I was dancing because, as I've noted a couple of times, it takes a moment longer for the vertical stream to catch us up when I hit the button. So hi, how we doing? Welcome to a sane and hinged named Ace Attorney stream. It's probably my most sane and hinged name for a stream so far. I'm pretty proud of it. So for some reason, sane, hinged, yeah, always. Yeah, my channel is always sane and hinged. You should know that by now. Are you on the wrong stream? What do you mean? How could you say these things to sweet, innocent Shinsu? How could you say these things to me? I'm wounded. Ah, oh, what? As if. But anyway, we're carrying on with Turnabout Revolution tonight. We are about to have a boss fight. Alright, I can hear boss music. And I'm scared. A surprising reunion. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Twats. Surprising? We have to fight this bastard now. Ah, shit. Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, I guess we're fighting the boss, huh? You know, I suppose we can do that. So, what's crack-a-lackin', Phoenix Wright? Mr. Wright, why are you serving as Mr. Attition's lawyer? Because he hired me. He needed my help in getting a family heirloom back from Dr. Buff. And it seems he correctly foresaw that something like this might happen. It's because those 15 surgeons were harassing poor Dr. Buff. So I knew I might need a lawyer if things went south. I figured with a celebrated lawyer like Phoenix Wright, I couldn't go wrong. You vote we stoned the politician? I've got to be careful saying stuff like Twitter might think... Twitter? I mean, Twitter's going to go apeshit anyway, but like Twitch might think, oh, hang on, he's actually endorsing like actual political violence. It's like, no, it's a joke for this character only. It's literally just a joke about like beating this guy up because he's an asshole. I just want to make sure that's deadly clear, alright, Twitch? Do not bonk me for this character being a wanker, okay? Is this what you came back from Kurumi for, Mr. Wright? It was just good timing. My work over there just happened to wrap up, so here I am. Plus, Mr. Attition is a very important client. We know each other. But I've never heard of Mr. Wright mention his name before. Okay. Tell me about the Crystal of Amifae. Mr. Wright, are you sure this is Mr. Attition's family heirloom? That's my client's assertion. He says it's the Crystal of Amifae. Apparently, it's the crystal she once used when channeling spirits. Who's Amifae? You're having no delay at all? Hey, nice. What about freedom of speech? Well, there's freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequence. I think that's the bit that trips us up. Alas and alack. But no delay. No reverb either, and no echo. Fantastic. Good stuff. Oh, I've just realised I made a coffee and I drunk it. Hold on, I'm just going to smang this a second, alright? That should keep us going for this one. Alright. She brought Kurami's challenge to Japan and has since brought it here. Her true origins are still rather murky. Oh, hang on, what if Amifae is, Birdwoman from Kurumi, the one with the mask? That'd be kind of funky. But what's clear is she's the founder of the Kurumi channeling technique. Oh, so she's like the one they call the founder in Kurumi, the Holy Mother. Apollo, I don't plan to betray my client's confidence. I may not know all the facts yet, but I do know we won't be handing the crystal over to you. What? Are you saying... I'm really sorry it's come to this, but... Mr. Wright, I don't understand. Let me spell it out then. If you continue to claim that the crystal belongs to your client, then I will be seeing you in court. Apollo, why do I hear my boss's music? That's such a better way of putting it. Incredible. What?
What's going into you, Daddy?
Nothing. This is strictly business. Uh-oh. Ooh! Two lawyers from the same firm facing off. What are the odds? Lucky for me, I believe I have the right man for the job. Whatever are you going to do? Remember, he is your boss. How did it come to this? Mr. Wright, please, don't do this. Apollo, there's no point in arguing about it here. When it's now clear we're headed to court. And that's where we'll find out who the crystal really belongs to. I don't believe it. Am I really going to face Mr. Wright in court?
Daddy! Apollo! No! We can't have our agencies competing against each other.
It's too late, Trucy. The die has been cast. We each have to fight for our client's best interest. Single female lawyer, fighting for her client, wearing sexy mini skirts and being self-reliant. Now, we have appeased the aliens by providing the one named McNeil. And for some reason, my microphone cable is hanging loose. Hold on. There we go, that's better. We still hear me alright? Yeah, looks like it's fine. It's picking up again. Alright, neat.
But...
So, what's it going to be, Apollo? Are we going to have to take this to trial? Have to battle Mr. Wright in court? The legendary Phoenix Wright? No matter how many trials of his I've watched, no matter how dire the situation, he's always pulled out a win in the end. For once it's going to be a civil trial just like work? Oh my god. I want a drink. I want alcohol. Okay. Can I do it? Can I really take on the man whose footsteps I've been following in? Well, we'll find out. I owe it to Dirk to at least try. What should I do? Am I gonna throw in the towel? Am I? Fuck. Fight me, bitch. There's no turning back now. If it's a trial you want, Mr. Wright, I'm more than happy to oblige. I'm ready to fight for my client. Even if it means facing off against you. The music. Oh, man. Alright. I won't be pulling any punches either, Apollo. The kid gloves are officially off. May the best attorney win. You got it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! First Daddy, now you! Polly, you're not seriously...
Sorry, Trucy. I have to beat up your dad. We have to beat Phoenix up. So, here's how I propose we do it, right? Fire extinguisher in the court lobby. Completely original. Never been tried before. Guaranteed to suggest... The Magic Truth Rock versus the Cock Ring. Who's gonna win? That is unhinged as fuck and I love it. Okay. But I have to do this. Apollo. Alright then. I better go prepare for tomorrow. See you in court.
Daddy, no, wait!
A fine mess I've gotten you into, son. I mean, of all the lawyers we could have faced, it had to be him? Hey, Zach, how we doing? It's all good, how about you? How was Thanksgiving? I hope that you are absolutely full of turkey. May your toilet have been destroyed by the giant turkey poops. I mean, not like actually destroyed, you know, like metaphorically speaking. You know, I don't wish you a plumbing job. Like I had the other bloody night. Oh my god. So last night was great fun because I accidentally blocked the toilet. Lovely. And then I threw loads of bleach on it. I was like, okay, I'll come back to it in half an hour. My wife got home, added on top of it, turbo blocked it. So I was like, okay. I went and bought some drain unblocker and poured like half a bottle of bleach into it as well. That didn't work. So I ended up, you know, you get those sticks which you like unblock, you unblock drains with, like actual outdoor drains, the big long thing with the double prong on the end. I had to poke that in there, and it just kind of that fixed it basically instantly. But holy hell, it was I genuinely thought we were gonna like have a shit-induced flood. That was terrifying, absolutely terrifying. Snake. Oh, snake, it's a snake. No, he's actually a badger, mushroom. Yeah! Had a good Thanksgiving. Excellent. We love to hear it. He's practically a celebrity in Korea now. They're calling him the Fighting Phoenix. I'll be fine. After all, I've come a long way too. Who knows? I could even end up winning. There's always a chance, right? You know, this may be a blessing in disguise. Oh, it's okay, Zach. I fixed it. It was just very unpleasant. What's the word I'm looking for? Which word? Snake or badger? Or maybe mushroom? Badger, mushroom, badger. Snake? I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. Oh, do you mean the plumbing stick? I don't know what it's called. Hold on. What are they called? It's like a... Is it just called a drain rod? Oh, no, it's just called a drain rod. Alright, fair enough. Yeah. Don't do mushrooms? No, not a plunger, a drain rod. So it's like, imagine a spear, but it's got like, you know the caduceus symbol that you see in medicine where you've got the two snakes coiling around each other. The end looks kind of like that, and you kind of stick it into the blockage and twist it around. The blockage kind of goes, and then just like kind of goes away. That was what happened to like a double shit burger. Oh, hi mate, how you doing? Welcome in. We're talking about my plumbing issues from yesterday when the toilet got turbo blocked, and I had to stick a spear in there to fix it. Guess what? Oh, you're not having dinner with your family, and there's me talking about poo. Not again. No, never. Never. If the trial proves what we found is indeed the Founder's Orb, then whoever asked Dr. Buff to study it may be revealed too. This is our chance to finally pull them out of the shadows. It's always when you're eating! Incredible. The first step of your revolution, huh? Yes, the revolution to restore Kurumi to its former glory and save Nayuta's soul. Dirk, I swear to fight as hard as I can in court to make that a reality. I streamed during lunch, you know what, fair. I mean, after I streamed, I've already had my din-dins. I can't say what I had because the word for the food I had tonight would get me banned on Twitch, like instantly. But it's that plus chips plus I had some green beans. It was pretty nice. Pretty great way to cause someone to lose his or her appetite. I mean, to be fair, I was watching Echo Mori stream Dead Space about 3 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, this is the game that makes me hungry, and her response to that chat was, I think your brain is broken. And I'm just sat there thinking, well, I do have brain damage, so yeah, it kind of is. Your din-din is in your oven? Wait, you got a bun in the oven? Ara, you never told me you were Gregosini. Oh, the plumbing issue. Well, no, it could be worse. It could have been worse. You know, I was able to fix it. I think my brain's broken. I see snow. Yeah, I do see snow. I see snow all the time, it's true. It's, I mean, at least I haven't got to the stage where I'm seeing Commodore 64 loading screens, so... You know, there's still time. There's still time. I know you can do it, son. Okay. Oh, is this the to be continued? We'll be literally on top of the to be continued. Well, fair enough. It doesn't matter that I'll be going up against Mr. Right. I have to win this for Dirk. And for Nayuta. His salvation, along with all of Kurumi, depends on it. Yeah, we have to save the ball. Wait, hang on. Oh my god, I understand why the orb is so important now. I understand why the orb's so important. So Dirk has 6 similar orbs. When he gets this one, he can summon the Dagron and say, hey man, can you like make Krillin not dead anymore? And the dragon's going to be just like, well, you know what? I could make Krillin not dead anymore, but he's, you know, he's kind of banging that hot android and I want to get in on that. So, no, I'm not going to do that. Is it just you or is YouTube not showing how long a stream's been going on anymore? I haven't noticed that. Weird. Talking about the plumbing issue would cause someone to lose his or her appetite. Well, not necessarily. I mean, it would depend. You know, there are people out there who it would not affect in the slightest. I mean, that sort of stuff doesn't really bother me when I'm eating. But then I have a very warped sense of humor and a very strong stomach. Like, there's only 2 things that can genuinely make me feel unwell, right? And that's injuries to the bottom of the foot. So, like, if you step on a nail, the thought of stepping on a nail or seeing it in a movie, I wince. I just curl up and I'm like, ah! You know, it's very unpleasant. And then the only other thing is, like, snot. I can't deal with snot. Hate it. You know, like snotty little brats. It's like, oh, that makes me just want to vom. Blip. 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 Or as we say around here, it makes me gip. Makes me gip. Boop. Okay, we're going to trial. Oh, hi, May. How are things with you? Continue the next chapter. Well, I guess it's time to do my day job. Again. I thought I got away from this shit at 5 o'clock. God damn it. I'm having the rest of this coffee. I'm upset now. Your mum's stealing your Doritos? Well, you know what to do then. Get those Doritos where one of them is just nuclear spicy. Bonks me. Ow. Okay, understood.
Just so you know, I'm not going to take sides.
Message received, loud and clear.
Good, because I don't like this one bit. You and Daddy should be on the same team.
Sorry, Trucy. Wow, she's really mad. I'm sorry too, little lady. This is all my fault. Oh, she's sad.
I'm just worried things will never be the same between Daddy and Apollo.
Bonks me again. Alright. That's a new one. It's not very big for some reason, but it's from Misty's ROM hack, Super Metroid, But I Hate You, and it's literally just the word dies instantly. That has entered my lexicon since I played that ROM hack. Like, sometimes my wife will say something and I'm just like, you know, it's like she'll give me some bad news, which just kind of annoy me. And it's just like, oh, okay, dies instantly. Why is that chat not, like, hold on. Why is that chat specifically not aligned properly? Hold on. I got hit. Yes. Oh yeah, it's my tits. Yeah, it's tits. It's the throwing system from Twitch. So if you're on the Twitch side and you pay 100 channel points, you can do this. Oh, I just got hit by a Nod Flame Tank. Ouch. Or if you want to go for 500 channel points, you can do this. Ow! It's the crystal ship from FTL, which Arahelis on the Twitch side has now got. So the Joker's kind of like actually expired, but it's still kind of funny, so I kept it there. And I mean, Arrow's the person who uses it mostly. And then, if you got 1,000 channel points sat about, well, you could do this. Ah! Ow! Uh-oh. Karma treat is not optional. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Whew. There we go. How much am I paying? I have unlimited channel points. It's my channel, so they don't cost me. I can just do that as much as I want. I can just go. Oh yeah, there's this one as well. This is the Ace Attorney one. Did you see me earlier taking a tour of London? Oh, were you in Penny's stream, Zach? Were you in Penny's stream? Yeah, I was in the chat there. I didn't realize that you were there as well. I was working. I had her on the background. I was like chatting every so often when I had a spare moment. But yeah, I was nice. Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, wife's just got in. Let me just close the door. Hello, wife. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so she is, she's... No. It's Penny Puffball of Independent. She was streaming earlier on today, doing a walk around London. But yeah, I mean, I kind of found her and the Puffsters through Elia, because they did a concert at Vexpo together. Wife's downstairs. I've just closed the office door, so I've just shouted hello to her. And she's like gonna get her food now, so... Yeah, but no, it's funny that you clocked me watching someone else's stream as well. This is gonna make for quite an hang on a minute, hang on. I'm gonna let some of my Puffster pals know about this. There we go. Is it? No. It's not me. It's not me. Let me. No, it wasn't me. I don't live anywhere near London. Yeah, she is good fun. I've been quite enjoying her Dino Crisis streams. Like even if she has this absolute delusion that she's almost done with the game, and it's like you haven't cleared like the first area yet, lass. Oh, bless her. Oh, my sweet summer child who doesn't understand tank controls. No, for a first-time tank control player, she's doing pretty good. But, like, she's not anywhere close to the end at all. Okay. Is that all? Well, I wouldn't worry about that. That's the way it is with us men. We may fight, but we don't burn bridges. Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure there was a case where we had a bridge that got burnt, and that was like a central part of the case.
Really?
Sure. 1 minute we're trading blows, and the next we're having drinks together. We're simple creatures at heart.
I sure hope you're right. Sorry I'm late, Apollo.
Oh, Athena, there you are. What happened with you and Mr. Wright yesterday?
Oh, about that. I ended up going to the wrong airport.
I was waiting there thinking his flight was really late, and before I knew it, I dozed off. By the time I woke up, it was already dark. And I figured something like that had happened. Being late and dozing off are the two things you do best. Ah, guilty as charged. Okay. She's so silly, isn't she? Oh, no. Why would you smash a cake on my head? I don't actually have a cake redeem. Here, have a spark bolt instead. That'll do. Now I'm magnetised. So I take it you have no idea what today's case is about? Not a clue. Sorry. What is today's case about, if I might ask? Another locked room mystery? A suspect with a flimsy alibi? Ooh, or a dying message? Sorry, strike 3, you're out. It's a civil case. A civil case? You act like I'm speaking Swahili here. Athena, we're doing a civil case. Athena, we're gonna fight Phoenix Wright. And now my channel's gonna get struck by Disney, but it was worth it for the bit. It's just the Right Anything agency specialises in criminal law, or so I thought. In civil cases, there are no prosecutors, right? Instead, both parties retain an attorney. Right. And the other attorney is someone you know very well. Really? Who? Trial will begin shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom at once. Alright, let's do this. Apollo, wait, who's the other attorney? Fires a nail gun at me since I'm magnetized. I don't think Tager's got a nail gun. Why'd you shoot a nail gun at me? Why'd you fire a nail gun at me? I'm just a little guy. I'm literally God's littlest guy. And where is Mr. Wright? No time to explain. Let's go. Okay, right behind you. Well, this should be interesting. Okay. Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise. Court is now in session. The pain would be amplified? I suppose it would be a little bit. Is this some sort of practice session? A mock trial, perhaps? No. No, it's not, Your Honor. It's the real deal, Your Honor. So then you two have had a falling out? I won't have you using my courtroom for that, you know. It's nothing like that, Your Honor. Exactly. It just so happens that we have different clients in this case. I see. Well, here's to hoping this has no adverse effect on your working relationship. Same judge. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's an advantage that we've got Udgy because, like, he often doesn't see through Phoenix's bullshit. But at the same time, it's a bad thing that we've got Udgy because he often fails to see through our bullshit. So we're in a completely neutral state where there's a lot of bullshit, but the judge is just going to not get any of it whatsoever. So, I mean, whether that plays to our advantage or not would remain to be seen, I suppose. Oh, yes, I wanted to mention something really quickly. The judge would make a great mall Santa. Hell yes. Hell yes. I picked up a couple of games in the Steam sale. So at some point, I'm going to be rotating in Tavern Master. And I got a Hitman game. I had a very bad experience with the very first Hitman game way back when, but I think that's because I had like an ass Windows 98 PC. So it'll be interesting to see if I have a better time with it. So I got Absolution, which was from 2012, which I basically had a look and was like, this one's cheap. This one's cheap. And I was like, well, okay, so what's the rating in the like hierarchy of games? It was like pretty high, and I was like, yeah, all right, cool. Hey Kameda, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome to Ace Attorney. What goes on sale seems so random to you. That's the thing, it's very random, but you can find some absolute gems in there. You just gotta dig. You know, it's like being a dwarf and going in the mines, you know. You have to go into the mines of Moria. And then, you know, you dig, but sometimes you can dig too deep and too greedily, and you accidentally unearth a Balrog. What trial's this? This is the first trial from Turnabout Revolution. So this is the one where this is Apollo versus Phoenix. I can hear my boss's music. Oh no. You can say that again. I had no idea we'd be going up against the boss today. You sure this is a good idea, Apollo? What? Do you want to switch sides? Honestly, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. Well, at least she is here. I'm really going to need her help. Mr. Justice. Yes? Don't expect me to pull any punches just because you're the opposing lawyer. As I said, the kid gloves are off. And come what may, they'll stay off. Ho 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 ho! Same here, Mr. Wright. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. I'm still playing this game? How long is it? Yes, I am still playing this game. You can tell that I'm still playing this game because this is the game which I'm playing and is on my stream. Is this the first trial of the game? No, this is the 5th case in the game. This is case 5, trial 1. So this is the last of the main cases, but there is the DLC case after this, which is kind of like the end to the entire series. So we've probably got, if my understanding of the timeline is right, we're at part 17 of Spirit of Justice right now. I imagine we're going to be going up to like part 22 through 25, most likely. It's going to take us until, I mean, we'll be streaming this into the new year, I think. Like at least getting close to the end by then. But you know, it depends on how long this case takes us to get through, I suppose. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Right. Okay. This is Spirit of Justice. Hell yes. Hell yeah. I hear that the final case is pretty long as well, so you know, we'll see how we go with that. Alright. Well, it's a stare down. Hey, you guys are really chomping at the bit, aren't you? I don't mind a good fight between co-workers. Just keep this civil case civil. Now then, if the plaintiff would take the stand, we may begin. Is he going to get carried in on that fucking palanquin? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. He's such a smarmy bastard.
Noble Judge, members of the gallery, good day to you. I am Paul-itical. This is but the start of my epic campaign, and you have all the honour of witnessing it.
This is looking more like a dual destinies than anything. No, this is definitely Spirit of Justice.
I believe the youth of this country are our very future. Too long have they been looked down on and given the cold shoulder. So to them I say, ask not what you can do for your country, ask what you can do for me.
Edgeworth shows up and shows them to be both wrong and stupid. I can hope so. I've seen the anime, Alec. Yeah, I've seen the anime. I don't think I've seen the one that covers anything Apollo Justice, but I have seen like the one that covers the Phoenix Wright cases, like the first 3 games. Mr. Attition, what is that crazy contraption you're riding in?
It's my custom-made election-winning campaign mobile. Beautiful, isn't it?
You're at a witness stand, not a campaign podium, so come out of there this instant. Oh, the judge is not having any of his bullshit. All right, now, would the plaintiff's attorney, Mr. Wright, please explain the complaint filed against the defendant? He sounds like our Prime Minister. I mean, I don't know. I mean, most of what he opens his mouth and it's just like, you know, it's just fart noises. You know, and so on and so forth. Mr. Attition's complaint against the defendant is simple. The defendant, one Dirk Sadmadi, stole my client's family heirloom, the Crystal of Army Fae. Mr. Attition merely seeks its return. This wouldn't have happened if that archaeologist hadn't kicked the bucket. I see. Well, Mr. Justice, let's have your opening statement, if you would. The defense asserts that the item in question is the Founder's Orb, a sacred relic from Kurumi. Go on. It seems someone asked an archaeologist, Dr. Archie Buff, to study the orb. Dr. Buff determined that it was a Kureini's national treasure known as the Founder's Orb. The very orb that was stolen from a treasure room in Kurumi several weeks ago. Why, yes, I saw a news report about that. The theft of a Kureini's national treasure caused quite an uproar in the kingdom. Well, we believe that it was not in fact a theft in the traditional sense, but rather that it was spirited out of Kurumi by someone for Dr. Buff to study. Is there an Apollo Justice anime? Well, I know that... it's been a long time since I've seen the Ace Attorney anime, but I know that Athena is in it. I know that Emma is in it. So, like, I don't know if they just make guest appearances or what, but I'm going to have to look into that. You don't say, and... Around that time, an acquaintance of the defendant learned of Dr. Buff. He made contact with the doctor, who agreed to hand over the orb. Apparently, the doctor wanted nothing to do with it once he learned it had been stolen. It seems you even have a transfer agreement between both parties. Mr. Sadmadi also agreed to return the Founder's Orb to the Kingdom of Kurumi, once the doctor verified it was the real thing. I see. So this dispute centers on whether the item in question is the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Army Fae. You haven't seen Emma or Athena in the first 2 seasons of the anime? I guess there must be a, like, I guess there must be an Apollo Justice component. Oh, let's have a look at this. I'm curious. Ace Attorney anime. Let's have a look. I'm sure that, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's just Emma. Hold on. Let's have a look. Emma's definitely in it. I mean, obviously, Rise from the Ashes got animated, but maybe I'm misremembering about Athene. I don't know. Alright. That, in turn, will determine the object's rightful owner. Rise to Ashes isn't covered in the anime? Oh. I mean, like I said, it's been absolutely bloody ages since I've seen it, so I've forgotten a lot of, like, the anime specifics. I know it covers, like, the cases generally, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't quite remember about the anime specifically. So, let's just turn my other fan on a minute. It's getting really hot in this office. There we go. I better bring my A game. Going up against Mr. Right won't be walking the park. Hey there, Hades. Yes, we got boss music. We got a fight on our hands here. Come to think of it, the name Dirk Sartmani sounds awfully familiar. But I can't recall where I've heard it. Oh, it's probably your imagination, Your Honor. He's just a tourist after all. My imagination, you say? Are you sure about this, Apollo? He's a wanted criminal in Kurain, isn't he? In Kurain, yes. Here, he's just a tourist. Very well, let's begin the proceedings. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness? Hello? Hi. Well, things got a little bit weird there. Whoops. Emma? Show some manners. We're in court. I know, it's just... This is a civil trial, so I was surprised to see a detective take the stand. I had to do some digging on Dr. Buff. Oh, okay. Interesting. What for? You disappoint me, Apollo. First, you know I'm not just a detective, I'm a forensic scientist. Do try to remember that. Second, you owe Mr. Wright an apology. After all he's done for you, you have some nerve. First, I'm sorry, and second, I'm really just trying to do my job. You'll never get anywhere with that attitude. Take some advice from someone who's been there. Why do I feel like I'm on trial here? Detective Sky, your testimony, if you please. Been quite well for you as well. Yeah. I like the fact we've had the same reaction to Emma stepping in. Okay. The police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. And just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. Oh my god, he's British. Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that was stolen from the Fae clan. It seems the Doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. As for the relic at the centre of the dispute, he likely stole it from the Attition residence. Okay. The Doctor is a thief? Why am I just hearing about this now? Well, cat burglar isn't something he put on his resume. He's more careful than that. The apprentice must face the master eventually. Yeah. And then, once we beat Phoenix, we have to kill him. And then Athena becomes the apprentice. And then when Athena's powerful enough, she will strike Apollo down and take an apprentice of her own. That's the rule of 2. Oh my god, are we the Sith? Ah, shit. And the fact is, he was a classic treasure hunter. A treasure hunter, huh? Like people who have thrilling adventures in exotic places, risking life and limb for glory. I doubt Dr. Buff was the star of his own hit movie series, Athena. Out of respect for the dead, I will say that Dr. Buff wasn't doing it to get rich. Apparently, he only wanted to borrow artifacts to study them. Okay. He would then return them as soon as his research was finished.
According to the Doctor's child, he would even repair or restore some of the artifacts he saw before returning them. He believed he was honouring the dead by discovering their history through artifacts. But whatever lofty ideals he held, it makes no difference. Larceny is larceny.
Yes, he certainly sounds no different from a regular thief to me.
So, let's say for a moment that the Doctor really did moonlight in stealing artifacts. Might he not have stolen the found orb in Kurain and brought it back here himself? An interesting fellow, that Professor. Yeah. I mean, at least he doesn't have triangular boobies. That's something, right? You know, he ain't got the triangle boobs going on. Nope. There's no record of him travelling overseas over the past few years. Plus, he couldn't very well leave his reclusive child at home all alone.
Then this really must be the Crystal of Army Fae.
Yeah, he stole it from the Attition residence, probably so he could study it. Okay. This is the left hook I did not need. I bet you never saw that coming, Apollo. Yeah, when Mr. Wright said the kid gloves were off, he wasn't kidding.
Okay. Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Okay.
Hold it!
Okay. We're going to press on everything. How exactly did Dr. Buffer rouse the suspicion of the police anyway? Chalk it up to good old-fashioned sleuthing. After investigating countless artifact thefts over the past few years, the police finally zeroed in on him and the Doctor became their prime suspect. A number of those artifact thefts occurred in Kurain Village too, if I might add. And they started right around the time the Doctor moved there. But he was never arrested. I take it there was nothing concrete linking him to a crime? No. Which is why we'd never able to get a search warrant in the first place. It's hard to arrest artifact thieves unless you catch them red-handed. Still, the police had him under constant surveillance. Okay.
Hold it!
Stolen artifacts? Alright, makes sense. Are you sure these allegedly stolen artifacts are the real deal? They're not fakes, that's for sure. Sorry, bear with me a second, guys. Just need to do something real quick. Hold on, just need to give me a second. Right? Oh, ah! Okay, okay. Just a moment. Just a moment. I had a candle burning. I just realised it was like almost wicked out, so just is it? Oh, it smells. Sorry about this. Oh, there we are. So all circumstantial evidence seems that way, yeah. They're not fakes, that's for sure. Take the urn, for example. Apparently, it's an extremely intricate work of art. Its design, cracks and other features would be impossible to replicate perfectly. Actually, I've had a few run-ins with that urn myself, so I was shocked to see it there in the Doctor's study. I can say without a doubt that the urn was stolen from the Fae clan. Okay? I see.
Detective Sky, please continue with your testimony if you would.
Okay.
Hold it!
Makes sense. Were any other stolen artifacts found beside those belonging to the Faes? Yeah, for instance... Remember the large relief on the wall? It was chiseled out of some ancient ruins in the Kingdom of Kurain several years ago. Okay. Chiseled out? Didn't that damage it? Well, he did restore the parts that were so faded you could barely see them anymore. It seems he intended to return it someday, so one could say his intentions were good. But good intentions and a get-out-of-jail-free card, that's a fact. If I might add with respect for the deceased, the quality of the restoration was apparently exceptional. It seems the Doctor invested a lot of money in hiring an extremely talented specialist. He sounds like a good man who took a wrong turn somewhere. I guess Sarge takes after him in that way. Any further questions? If not...
Hold it!
Okay.
Had these alleged thefts been going on for some time? At least 5 years as far as we can tell. All the recent thefts have been local, but before moving to Korean Village he'd been stealing from ruins around the world.
Okay.
Dr. Buff was an international criminal? This data lends itself to but one conclusion. Dr. Buff was a thief. Let's have a look over the evidence real quick.
Let's press on this one. Restoration is a legitimate line of work. Not sure why he had to go rogue. I think it's because he couldn't get the artifacts to do restoration on without doing it that way. So he definitely kind of goofed somewhere along the line. But it's just kind of sad that it came to this, I guess. More than anything else. Okay.
Hold it!
Hold it!
You claim you stole a family heirloom from the Attition residence, but claiming something doesn't make it true.
Unfortunately, it is true.
How can you be so sure?
A police report was filed concerning the theft, 1 year ago in fact.
What? A whole year ago?
August 25th of last year to be exact. The report states, and I quote, "The crystal of Ami Faye was discovered to be missing. From the Attition storehouse at 10 AM, the storehouse lock had been picked. Signed, Paul-itical Wimperson."
What?
Attition Wimperson.
Well, a year-old report certainly lends the plaintiff's claim credence. The doctor really could have stolen the crystal of Ami Faye.
Not only that, Your Honour, but the Founder's Orb was only found to be missing several weeks ago. That's nearly a year after the crystal's theft was reported. Therefore, I believe that we must consider the orb and the crystal to be two separate items.
Okay.
Paul-itical Wimperson. Not the most awe-inspiring tail end, is it? I see why he cut it. Not that he inspires confidence without it. Still, I'd probably do the same in his shoes. Okay. Let's have a look at this, shall we? A police report was filed about the crystal's theft a year ago, but the theft of the Founder's Orb was only reported a few weeks ago, so the crystal's police report was filed way before the orb was found missing. And that suggests the stolen relic is the crystal of Ami Faye, as Mr. Attition Wimperson asserts. I doubt the police reports are fake. After all, Emma's the one who submitted it as evidence. Still, I feel like something we learned in that police report is important somehow. Okay, let's have a look at it then. The crystal of Ami Faye was discovered to be missing from the Attition Wait. The Attition residence. But not the storehouse. Am I... Hades, if you're there, am I cooking this too hard? I'm going to have to lean on you for some advice here, because Ara's off eating they din-dins. But I think, look, the Attition residence is where it's been stolen from in this assertion. But the report says it's been taken from the storehouse. Now, a storehouse and a residence in the countryside are two different things, right? I just saved, didn't I? Well, fuck it, we save again. And we roll the dice. I think it's this. Check the mail. This mail. This one. The storehouse lock had been picked. But... Oh, the email. Email. Do we have an email? Data obtained from the Doctor's computer includes a report on his research into the Founder's Orb. Doesn't seem to give us anything. I deciphered the patterns, but have yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key. Oh, hang on. 2 PAW711 at Endmail. Paul-itical Wimperson. Look. He was the one who paid him to steal it. Well, well, well. The plot thickens, so I think we submit the email then. Let's try that. Are we doing it too early? You know what? Fuck it. We can reload if we fuck this one up. Welcome to Safe Scum Kaiose, new viewers.
Objection!
Oh, it is that. Excellent. The Doctor stole the relic from the plaintiff. Are you sure? Because that statement doesn't agree with a certain piece of evidence. We got the firefighters knocking at your doors to sell calendars. Wait, are they like sexy firefighter calendars? Ooh. Now I'm thinking about Emma, but like as a firefighter with like a six-pack. Oh my. Do you guys mind if I take half an hour? I'm joking. What do you mean? Take a look at this. What about it? This contains an email from the Doctor's computer. Ow! Email? In that little piece of plastic? I'm afraid I don't understand. Because you're a boomer. Oh, this stick here can store all sorts of computer data. I still don't get it. Here, just look at this. Apparently, the Doctor was reporting his research finding to a certain individual. Ah! Don't bog me. Now take a look at this. It's the police report Detective Sky presented to this court. You can see the plaintiff's legal name on it. Paul-itical Wimperson. I can see why he dropped Wimperson from his name, but that's hardly breaking news. Look closer, Your Honor. Ah! His initials! Right. The plaintiff's full legal name is Paul-itical Wimperson. Now, consider this. The email's recipient address starts with 3 letters. Well, well, well. As opposed to his illegal name. Shoes on the other foot, Phoenix. Hell yes. PAW? Ah! Don't tell me. Oh, but I will anyway. The individual who hired the Doctor to study the disputed item is none other than Paul-itical Wimperson. Wait, that means... Exactly. He wouldn't have asked the man who sold his family heirloom to study it. Therefore, how could this possibly be the crystal of Ami Faye? Ah! You never checked the Doctor's emails. He couldn't even figure out the password to his computer. The plaintiff willingly left the orb in the Doctor's care so he could study it. At the behest of his benefactor. Wait. Then what about the police report? I have all the details of the theft right here. It's probably for another relic, the real crystal of Ami Faye. He's just using the report as a way to claim that our orb is actually a stolen crystal.
Objection!
Fuck off, Phoenix. I tell you what, no. No. For the rest of the trial, you are now Simon. Ara, we got a Simon on the other side in this trial. Would you be so kind as to dispose of them? No, that's kind of harsh, isn't it? A good Simon. The sort of Simon who realizes his girlfriend has only copied him and not uploaded him, and then causes his girlfriend to explode. That sort of Simon. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And how are you so certain that PAW refers to my client's initials? Maybe the email's recipient was a dog lover.
Perhaps. So, let's get to know your client a little better, shall we? Mr. Paul-itical Wimperson.
I suppose shutting down detractors is all part of a politician's job.
If it were me, you'd wait for the end of the trial before ending out judgment.
No, I just want to tell Phoenix to shut up. I want to feel what it's like to be Edgeworth.
Answer me this, Mr. Paul-itical Wimperson. What is
Your shoe size.
What is
Your favorite food.
What is
The capital of Assyria.
I don't know that. Wait. No.
Ah!
Okay. I'm back from the pit of eternal peril, guys.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
What do you mean? African or European? Phenomenal. What's your birthday? What is your birthday? 7th of November?
My birthday? It's July the 11th, but what's it to you?
July the 11th? Hold on. But the email... 7th of November? What? American dates? No! They're false!
False tricks, the American says. How dare they?
Oh, I see. You can address birthday gifts to my office. But full disclosure, I only accept gifts valued at $1,000 or more.
Why has everyone gone silent?
How can anyone be that self-centered? Oh, right, politician. What a self-serving jackass. He really is. You love Phoenix's face? It's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good. Okay. Is it you, or does nobody like politicians? I mean, maybe politicians like politicians. You know, I mean, sometimes. But I don't think people generally tend to like them, as a rule of thumb. You didn't know Brits watch Monty Python? I grew up on Monty Python. I've got a copy of the Big Red Book upstairs. My dad bought it when he was at school. In, like, the 1960s? 70s, I think? But the Big Red Book... The Big Red Book is actually blue. And it's just a book of Monty Python skits. It's very silly. You watched a bit of Flying Circus, go and watch The Holy Grail or Life of Brian. Meaning of Life is, like, middling. Flying Circus is decent, but, like, The Holy Grail is really, like, the thing to watch. You know, it's where a lot of the silliness comes from. It's, like, it's eminently quotable. Did everyone hear that? He said, July the 11th. July 11, or rather 711, matches the numbers in the email address. Both the name and birthday are a match. I hardly think that's a coincidence. It would actually be 11-7. 7-11 would be correct. You're going to go protest a bit, Ara. Yippee! Excellent. And I know how the French protest.
Throw the Molotov cocktail! But I'm really tired. Well, have enough. Then throw the Molotov cocktail!
I mean, it's true though, isn't it?
Wait. Why, you sneaky little...
They throw at the cops. I mean, maybe. I don't know. You'd have to ask Ara about that one. Do they throw at the cops? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I throw down my belly. You know, normally with some jam on the... How's my pronunciation of the word? So actually, are Austrian. Really? I did not know that are Austrian. Since when? Since when are from Austria? Also, my French pronunciation is on fire today. Would the plaintiff care to explain?
I would like to say that is quite...
Quite what?
Quite a thing you've said.
Any other thoughts?
No further comments. I stand by my previous statement.
Hold it!
You can't just walk away. Even politicians have to explain themselves in a court of law. They're shaped because they were made in Vienna to celebrate the victory over the Ottoman Empire. Wait, are you telling me that the French national food of is actually like a dab on the country of Turkey? Surely not. What? Really? No, you're not having me on here, right? Only foreigners consider it the French national food. Oh yeah, because your actual national food is escargots, isn't it? Okay, understood. I'm afraid I simply don't know how it happened. I can't possibly explain matters outside of my purview. Perhaps it was a mistake on the part of my secretary? Oh no, you don't, you slippery eel. Mr. Wright, would you care to respond? I won't argue your assertion. My client lent the treasure in question to the doctor and asked him to study it. It seems that much is a fact. Now we're getting somewhere. You thought it was the baguette? No, the baguette is a weapon. Right, the baguette is a lethal weapon. If you give a baguette to the boss of a bar who has one mechanical arm and used to wrestle in her spare time and who could instantly kill me over her rock-solid abdominal muscles, she will brain people with it. Right? She will brain people with it. She will throw it so hard that clankers will instantly explode. Right? Damn. I've got music from that game stuck in my head now. Oh, when's Nirvana coming out? Come on, guys. It's just bread. No. It's one of the strongest a stale baguette is one of the strongest substances known to man. Like if you hit someone with a stale baguette, then they will probably die. You know, it's a blunt foot. Wait, if that would make an excellent Ace Attorney case, like a French baker who has been like horribly killed, and then it turns out the culprit is a rival French baker who's brained him with a baguette. That would be insane. That would be so unhinged. You pretty sure it's just bread? You've never been hit with a baguette, have you? It hurts. A lot. It really does actually hurt quite a lot. The baker is a woman called Mon Ami. Wait. The murderer is Mon Ami. And then well, how would we call the victim? Oh, no, the victim is let me type this name out into Twitch chat because it will come up on like YouTube chat. Oh my god, imagine. So Mon Ami is the culprit and the victim is I'm in pain. But of course you pronounce that in French and it's I'm in pan. Incredible. Oh my god, imagine. That would be fucking amazing. However, it has no bearing on the issue of ownership. How so? Mr. Attition, I fully understand your position here. You had to hide the fact that you sent the crystal out to be studied. Your family would have been very upset if they'd found out. It's a family heirloom, after all. You gotta be kidding me.
Mr. Wright is, well, right, of course, but then he always is. That's why he's my lawyer. The crystal is a precious Attition family heirloom and has been for centuries. But Dr. Buff was so eager to study its proud heritage, I just couldn't say no. I didn't even tell my grandfather.
Objection!
Okay. But in order to win the backing of your so-called benefactor, you were going to give what you claim to be the crystal of Amifay to that person. You were going to give a precious family heirloom away just like that? I was going to explain everything to grandfather later, honest. My client's grandfather is very proud of his grandson for following in his footsteps. And if refusing it would have meant dashing the dreams of his darling grandson, I doubt the kindly old man could have said no. Well, grandchildren are meant to be spoiled. That's what grandfathers are for. You know what, thinking of being spoiled, something terrible happened to me the other day. I rolled Uma Musume Gacha to try and get Halloween Rice Shower. Guess who appeared instead? It was Super Creek. And then I was like, well, you know what, fuck it. Let's just go out for a run. Let's do a run with Halloween Super Creek. And I somehow hit 11,000 on that run and got an A rating. And I was like, huh? What? How? So yeah, it turns out I've broken the Creek curse. Now I just need to break the Marozensky curse. That's going to take some doing, but I think we can get there. My grandfather thinks highly of my talents as a politician. That's why he entrusted me with this very important name placard today. God, I fucking hate this guy. So I'm sure he would have been okay with me using the crystal as I saw fit. Ah, oh, Grandpa's spoiled little brat. I think the judge is buying it, Apollo. No surprise there. He's always gotten on his own grandchild after all. Excuse me, can I leave now, Mr. Wright? I believe my work here is done. By all means, Detective Sky. Thank you for your assistance. You're welcome. It's nice to satisfy a civil trial once in a while. See you around. Damn, and off she goes. It seems the facts have changed somewhat. Mr. Attition Wimpson apparently lent his family heirloom to Dr. Buff. Mr. Justice, how would the defense like to proceed? Oh, alright, now what? Apollo, let's see what they know about this so-called Crystal of Ami Faye. Oh, no. We don't use that term here. No, we don't use that term. Hold on. Did the Awesome One not catch that? I think it did. Yeah, we don't use that term on this channel, Alec. Maybe we just find some inconsistencies in the statement. Right. Okay then, Mr. Wright. If the item in question really is an Attition family heirloom... No, don't worry, Hayes. The also mod kicked in, but... No, yeah, you've not, there's nothing popped up, but it came up on my, like, my multi-chat said, what's this? But yes, don't worry about it too much. Don't worry about it too much. We need to nail this politician down. We're gonna nail him, right? Also mods being unfaithful to you, Ara? Well, I mean, I've got 3 auto mods on the go. I've got 3 now, you know. 3 auto mods. 3 of them. 3... that's kind of mental that I'm just like... I kind of... You're dating one. Don't you get my fucking Twitch auto mod pregnant, alright? How am Gregatney? Miss it? Now you don't know what you're not supposed to say? Don't worry about it, Zach. It's fine. It's, don't worry about it, alright? Don't worry about it. Let's find out about this, this ball, shall we? I'm just going to drag the game window over. This isn't going to affect the... Nope, there we go. Nice. I'm just dragging it a bit further over to the middle of my monitor. Of course, Mr. Attition Wimpson. Please tell the defense everything you know about the crystal's origin. Alright, now then, listen and learn. This is the tale of the Crystal of Ami Faye, and the illustrious history of the Attition clan. Oh my god. Can someone send me a milkshake? I feel like we're gonna need it. Are you ready? Our story begins back in the old country when the Attition family reigned supreme. Actually, I know what we need. Ara. Go into your garage. Fetch Genevieve. We have need of her. Bring out Genevieve. We have need of her. We have need of her and our old friend Gravity. These 2 things in conjunction will save us. My ancestor was praised as a benevolent ruler. He protected the spirit mediums, a minority back then, from the rest of the locals. Some discriminated against them, you see, while others tried to abuse their power. As thanks, Army Faye gave the crystal she had specially made as a gift to him. I am a descendant of that great lord. As such, my political power and influence is backed by centuries of histories. Got a milkshake in Discord DMs? Ooh. Damn, that is bringing the boys to the yard. And they're like, that's actually pretty nice looking. Damn, that is very nice looking. I'd drink it, but I'd probably not got quite enough spare calories left for today. I am trying to, like, watch my food intake again. I bought an exercise bike. I'm going to be doing, like, half an hour of cardio tomorrow morning when wife goes to work. She goes off to work at, like, 6:30. So I'll just be, like, hopping on the bike for half an hour and just, like, banging out, you know, a bit of exercise. So that should be good. Well, that devolved into a great load of self-aggrandizing propaganda fast. As you can see, the Crystal of Army Faye is an heirloom of the esteemed House of Attition. And you have proof that it's always been in the Attition family. I have someone who gave a statement to that effect. My client's neighbour, one I've shined to, age 85, gave the following statement. The Attition showed me the crystal back when I was but a lad.
Objection!
Can we really trust the memory of an old man? Mr. Justice, would you care to explain that statement to the judge? Oh my god. The absolute lack of dialogue just sent me. Oh, I didn't mean... What I'm trying to say is... why is Phoenix there? Well, Andy... He's Guile. Have you seen his hair? He might as well be. No, Phoenix is our opponent in this trial. We're fighting against him. He is the enemy. Wow. Donk, donk, donk. Never underestimate the memory of your elders. I may forget my verdicts the next day, but the memories of my past are clear as day. Which one? No, I think I remember the reference. I think I remember that, you know. I picked up on the Fubuki reference pretty quickly. If you throw insults in French, will the auto-mod catch them? I mean, the auto-mod allows the word French, so, you know, who knows? You know, you could try if you want. I don't know. Therefore, I find Mr. I've Shine To's statement to be perfectly credible. Wow, do you see how Mr. Wright got the judge on his side? That's definitely a trick I want up my sleeve. You're not helping, Athena. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Justice. Wait, did the... Oh, there we go. Did Tits just die? It kind of looked like it. Hold on. Give me a second. What's going on with this thing? Yeah, it's disconnected. Hold on. Let me... I'm resetting my tits, guys. I'm resetting my tits. No, I hit F9 to test it. That was me. I triggered that off. Right, okay. Try it now. Yeah, it should work now. Ah! Oh. I think I got concussed again. Alright. Here we go.
Hold it!
Was he really? That object you set down there, is it something of importance to you? It's a name placard. This one here belongs to my grandfather, Abraham Attition. He had it custom made during his distinguished political career. Maybe the enough concussions will fix the brain damage. I've tried that. It doesn't work. Well, it's special because it was crafted from the finest Italian plastic. I wasn't aware that the Italians were famous for their fine plastic.
You can touch it if you want. Nope, I'm fine. Very well, I'll just continue with my testimony. My ancestor was praised as a benevolent ruler, but he was also an eminent politician.
I bet he was just a bit of a dick.
Hold it!
Hold it!
So I take it the relationship with the Fae clan was a close one.
A smooth and open line of communication with my entire electorate. That is the politician way.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was asking about your ancestor.
Whether it's about me or my ancestor, feel free to ask me anything you'd like. Transparency in government, that's the politician way.
This dude gives off incestuously inherited webbed feet vibes. You know what, yeah? He's really got that sort of like medieval European monarch inbreeding vibe to him, doesn't he? More like dodging questions, that's the politician way. Thanks, I'll be sure to ask when I've sent you'll actually answer.
As I was saying, the Titian family protected the Fae spirit mediums back then.
Do we need to press on everything? Because I just want this asshole off the stand. Let's have a look. Army Faye gave the crystal she had specially made as a gift to him. Do we have anything else? I think we have to press on everything. Alright.
Hold it!
Alright, we press. These puns! Oh, mate, you have no idea. You have no idea. We met a kid in the very first case of this game. And he was like, I'll be your guide. And I'm like, okay, what's your name? I'll be your guide. Okay, but what's your name? I'll be your guide. Okay, but what's your name? I'll be your guide. Oh my god. Yeah. Spirit mediums were targets of discrimination.
Yeah, some people even treated them like they were monsters. The transformation the mediums underwent when channeling spirits frightened the locals. And then there were those who tried to use them.
You mean they sought to control the channeling powers of the mediums?
Discriminating against a minority is absolutely despicable. A vote for me is a vote to end discrimination. I vow to root it out wherever it may be. That is my promise to you.
He's totally ignoring your questions. It's like you're a moderator at a political debate. Yeah, and only he cares about his talking points. As thrilling as your campaign is, could we please get back to your testimony?
As you wish. Now then, as for the Crystal of Army Fae...
Hold it!
I think the age of the crystal is going to be relevant. You said she had it made, so then it was made in Japan?
That's right. They say she hired a famous craftsman to make it. And they say it's quite valuable too.
And you were going to take such a priceless family heirloom and just give it to your patron? Like a YouTuber telling people to like and subscribe? On that note, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, how about you drop a like, a comment,
and a subscribe.
Yeah. Let me, can I do this? Oh. Ow! No, I can't do it because of the vertical stream, but I could, like, zoom my face in. It's like, ah! Ah! You are in my power now! Subscribe to my channel! Subscribe! Subscribe! Like and comment as well, and then subscribe! Okay, that actually went pretty good. Ow! You just throw a ghost leviathan at my head.
That's so typical of you ignorant common types. Making difficult decisions when the chips are down is what being a politician is all about.
But only when it's in service of your own political career, you mean? And the crystal is a testament to my ancestors' remarkable achievements. And furthermore...
Hold it!
Are you? So, tell me, Mr. Attition Wilson, are you famous in Korean Village? You could say that, but I find my popularity to be rather bemusing. Bemusing? Yes, my campaign posters keep going missing as soon as I put them up. My avid supporters and female fans are likely taking them home to hang in their bedrooms. I guess ignorance really is bliss. All this only proves my fine lineage. Does it, though?
Hold it!
I'm sorry, but is any of that relevant to the issue of the relic's rightful owner? Have you never heard of kingcraft? Kingcraft? It's the art of ruling as a king. My father drilled it into my head from a young age. And one of its precepts states, ruin awaits a ruler who responds to every single issue posed by the masses. Well, that answers my question about what he meant by king of this nation. Progress.
Apollo, who is this Ami Faye anyway?
I believe she was the founder of the Korean channeling technique.
The plaintiff claims he had the crystal made for his ancestor. That would mean it was made in Japan, right?
Yeah, I suppose it would. Okay, so there's something about where the crystal has come from. Ruin awaits a ruler that pisses off the French. Maurice, have you heard the news? No, Jean-Claude, what is the news? The government, they have increased our fuel price by 1 euro cent. Oh no! 1 euro cent to our fuel price! We must riot! Yes, we must riot. Fetch the Molotovs. I mean, actually, you know what, fair. Like, there was like a 1p increase in the fuel price and they started throwing firebombs. I can fuck with that, you know? I respect it. You know, like, the French, you know, oh no! Our former president, he has been caught doing the fraud. Well, let us put him in jail. And then they put him in jail. Brilliant. Fantastic. You remember that manly handshake from Fullmetal Alchemist? That's me with the French people when they do cool stuff like that. I'm British. I'm not supposed to take the side of the French. God damn it. Hang on. Why is my YouTube chat's fucked up? What is going on with this? Oh my god. Hold on. Put that there. There we go. I need to make sure this is like set up and tested before. It costs more to buy petrol, so use the petrol to riot. Yes. It's like the concept of fine wine. It still becomes piss in the end, but it's like it's fine. You know, it's aged in barrels for like a year or some shit. So it's like, you know, it makes a more, you know, a more aromatic firebomb, you know? Right, so, something about where the crystal was made is going to be relevant. Ami Faye gave the crystal she had specially made as a gift to him. Now, Athena was suggesting that the locus of manufacture is the contingent point here. So, what evidence do we have? Okay. Mitaman Mosif from the Korean founding period. Korean founding period, okay. I think that's relevant. Ara or Hades, am I overcooking this? Because I think what we need to do is prove that the crystal... Korean and Japanophobia aren't close at all. No, I'm thinking... He's saying Ami Faye had the crystal specifically made for his ancestors. Meaning... And we know that his ancestors are from Japan. because that the game has given us that information already. Also she had it made in Japan, but the research notes have the box that it was contained in with a Mitama motif from the Kurain founding period, which would very much suggest that this, being that the orb goes in this is from the Kurain founding period, therefore the orb is also from the Kurain founding period, meaning it could not be from Japan because it's actually from a different country. So I think, on that basis, that we play that here. Now, are we right? That's the question.
Objection!
Ha! Excellent. Are you impressed? I actually used logic. You stated that Army Faye had the crystal made for your ancestor. So, am I to assume it was made in Japan?
That's right. The craftsmanship is unbeatable.
Well, that's strange. I don't see how your so-called crystal could have been made there.
What are you talking about?
It's quite obvious if you take a closer look at this. It's the Mitama.
Take that!
Take a look at the distinctive design here. According to Dr. Buff, it's a Mitama motif dating back to the early days of the Kingdom of Kurain. The Kingdom of Kurain? And you base this on... Here. This piece of evidence, Your Honor. These are the Doctor's research notes on the Founder's Orb. This is the box in which the orb was originally stored. It features the same pattern as the one found on the orb. They do look like the same pattern. Therefore, I assert that the disputed item must have been made in the Kingdom of Kurain. Ah! Oh, my placard!
Objection!
The Kurain channeling technique originates in the Kingdom of Kurain. And Army Faye is known to have travelled there to train. With that in mind, what's to say she didn't bring that pattern back with her?
Objection!
But since this is clearly a Kurainese design, not even you can deny the possibility that it was made there in the Kingdom of Kurain.
Objection!
Oh, Ara, did you hear that they've updated the original trilogy so that the original Phoenix voice is gone now? But the original Phoenix voice, as far as I understand, is not there anymore. It's this one. You didn't hear that? Yeah, I think when they updated the original trilogy, I think because the voice actor for Phoenix turned out to be a wrong'un, they replaced all of his voice lines with, I think, these ones from the Apollo Justice trilogy. So, yeah. Anything's possible to some extent. I'll make it true. So you can't conclude that the orb is from Kurain based solely on that pattern. If it were that simple, I could just as easily say it's Japanese. I think the orb is Japanese. I think the orb is Japanese. I do not think so. I have to agree with Mr. Wright. The pattern alone proves nothing. But that also means there's no basis to claim the item in dispute was made in Japan either. At this rate, we're going nowhere fast. He's right. We're just spinning our wheels here. I wonder if we have any evidence that could break this stalemate. Evidence could break the stalemate. Now, I think the evidence is actually the box. Because we used this to open the box. Didn't we? Save first. Hey, welcome aboard, Lady of Crows. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We Ace Attorney maxing tonight. It exists! The defense would like to present a piece of evidence to the court. A piece that will finally break this stalemate. Oh. Well, you sure piqued my interest. Let's see what you got. Alright. I will now prove that this is in fact the Founder's Orb. Ah, I don't think we can we? Yeah, as far as I know, they've replaced the original Phoenix voice actor. They already updated the original Ace Attorney trilogy set they released, and they've replaced his voice lines, as far as my understanding goes. I haven't played it myself, but that is my understanding of what they've done. So, yeah. I think it's this, because this riddle is how we open this box. And if this box is Kurani's, right, then this matches. I'm going to try it.
Take that!
And just how does that piece of evidence prove that the relic is the Founder's Orb? It doesn't, does it? Not by any means I can fathom. Shit. Alright, okay, so we fucked up. Let's go back. That's what you told me to say, Vara. I cooked too hard. Doesn't exist. There doesn't seem to be anything we can use, at least not at this point. Well, unless we can find something, this trail won't be going anywhere. So is that a trap that's meant to lull you into, oh, we've definitely got something, and then you fuck up? Ugh, that's much better. What's his deal? I have a suggestion. Why don't we consider this from a different angle? That's a trap. Okay. I'm listening. What if the Defiant Dragons really were authorized to take possession of the relic? I'm afraid I don't know where you're going with this, Mr. Wright. Consider the Orb Transfer Agreement, which states, I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. What if, as the last part suggests, this was written under duress? That would render the agreement null and void. What are you suggesting, Mr. Wright? Well, as far as I know, the voice actor for the original Phoenix was kind of a bad egg, so I can see why they've done it, to be fair. No idea what's going on with Corpse Party. I've never played those games. But how's the case going? Well, we're currently fighting our boss, so I'm kind of living the employee dream right now. I'm fist-fighting my boss, and I'm going to come out on top. And then I will consume his corpse, and I shall be the boss. Yes. While you're on your little cave expedition, I was investigating Dr. Buff's accident. And there was something you overlooked, Mr. Justice. Namely, that his accident might have actually been murder. Oh. What? Murder? Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you do realise such statements are not to be made lightly. Are you suggesting the Doctor was murdered by the Defiant Dragons? Yes, but follow me on this for a sec. The books that came tumbling down were from the archaeology shelf. However, among that mountain of books was a single volume on psychology. What's more, there was some blood on it. And you feel this is important because the books that came tumbling down were from the top shelf, the archaeology books. We know this because the Doctor's books were meticulously organised by subject. Archaeology took up the entire shelf, so that psychology book is completely out of place. Come to think of it, the shelves were arranged quite carefully. It's also worth noting that psychology books only take up a tiny part of the bottom shelf. You might wonder why a book on psychology was found amid the pile of archaeology books, but I believe I can explain what the single out-of-place book was doing there. The Doctor was struck from behind while selecting a psychology book from the shelf. And that's when the blood got on the book. It must have been someone with really good arms to kill someone with a book of that size and make it not combust from impact. See, it was actually the former head monk of Kuranism. It was Tarust in me. And do you know how I know this? Because he was very, very, very flexible. And he also looked like Dalsim from Streets. And Dalsim from Streets is famously able to elastically extend his arms out, right? So what he's done is he's gone, yoga book! And he's bopped him on the head with the book with his stretchy arms. You see? I can work these cases out with me mind. With me brain, isn't it? My brain might be broken, but sometimes it comes up with genius. With genius! And to make it look like an accident, he was buried under a mountain of archaeology.
Objection!
Well, well, well. Wait a second. This is all just speculation, right? Or do you have proof that it was murder? You dare me to do that in an actual court case? No. Absolutely not. Oh man, could you imagine? Jeez. You get slaughtered for that. Whew, okay. Of course I do. You do. On a hunch, had Detective Sky examined the doctor's head wound. She found that he'd been struck by the corner of some object or another. Wait, what? A wound like that couldn't have resulted from a fall to the floor, you know. Do you understand what this means, Mr. Justice? The wound makes it crystal clear that Dr. Buff was murdered. What? Well, that was unexpected. Who'd have thought we'd break out of the stalemate like this? He pulled the ladder out from under us. Still, if he thinks that's enough to make me back down, he's got another thing coming. Use a humongous of his light powers, struck him with the book from falling. Or, perhaps, it was a brick. And the books are just there to disguise the brick. Like, if I was going to do it, it would probably be with a brick. But then I am from Britain, and that's how we do it over here. We brick people. We just hit people on the head with bricks. You know, it's just the way. Even if the cause of death was murder, what makes you think it was the Defiant Dragons? You should know better than to base this accusation.
Objection!
Did you forget who you were up against, Mr. Justice? Huh? You didn't actually think I'd come to court without witness and evidence, did you? Yes. What are you talking about? I would like to request further testimony from the plaintiff. Specifically, I would like the court to hear how he saw one of the rebels leaving the crime scene. The window. Okay, understood. He what? How dare I defile innocent building materials? I'm going to be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to take this plank of wood and I'm going to give it some tender love. Someone's severely injured. Don't worry, they're breaking back together. I mean, if they're made out of Lego, that could work. You know, I'm not saying it definitely would, but it could. You know, but then again, just because we could doesn't mean that we should. How are these Ian Malcolm jokes working? I think pretty good. If you can prove it was murder, that's the end of our client's right to the orb. Did he have this up his sleeve the whole time? Oh, how could Mr. Wright do this to us? He was just waiting to spring this trap. This trial has taken another unexpected turn. But I must mention, Mr. Wright, that you have yet to identify the murder weapon. The object used to commit the murder was not located at the scene of the crime. The murderer likely disposed of it elsewhere. Come on! Which Apollo is this? This is Spirit of Justice. This is game number 6. Hold on. This is the murder weapon, right? And I'm saying this because look at where the injury is and where the blood is, you know. Well, I never thought we'd be deliberating the issue of murder in a civil trial. This is the second time this has happened, you daft git. He was the judge for that trial as well. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. All right, Mr. Attention Webster, your testimony, if you please. Prepare to be dazzled. Do I plan playing fan games or Let's Watches? I know that Saku mentioned about a fan game that had come out which she was recommending, so possibly, I don't know. It depends. I play ROM hacks of Metroid, so it's not completely off the cards or anything. Thinking of which, ROM hacks are actually off the table for a couple of weeks. Because we're going to be so Metroid pilled this week. It's going to be insane. Prime 4 and other M. What am I doing with my life, man? Oh my god. Okay.
Dazzled by a charismatic oration forged in the crucible of campaign battles.
Well, okay. Prime 4, yes. Yep, I've got Prime 4 coming for Thursday, and I'm playing Metroid Other M tomorrow. It's in my Saturday slot for the time being. It's not being received well. You know what? I don't really care, because, firstly, I realise, well, I've waited for this for a while, and secondly, the core gameplay itself looks very Prime. And, like, honestly, I'm gonna give it a fair shot before I make judgment on it. And if it turns out to be absolutely baller, cool. Because I played Other M for the first time last Saturday, the most maligned game in that series' history, and it turned out to be pretty good. So we're going to see what happens, I suppose. I mean, it can't be worse than Silk Bad, right? It just, I mean, there's no physical way it could be worse than Silk Bad. Literally no way.
That evening I was walking alone, lost in thought. I passed by the doctor's house, and that's when I saw Mr. Arabal. He was running out of the front door. It was around 10 at night. Surely that must have been him fleeing the scene of his crime. A vote for me is a vote to end such violence. That is my promise to you.
I can see what the issue is here. So the plaintiff saw a possible suspect fleeing from the doctor's residence. Nah, Silk Bad was like a terrible fucking game. Like, Hollow Knight was really good fun. And then Silk Bad was just awful. It's just like, how do we troll the player? I know. Let's make I Want to Be the Guy. And let's just make it so that... I mean, I refunded it after, like, 2.5 hours. It was probably the worst game that I've played this year, if not in my lifetime. Like, it's a 1 out of 10... It's a 1 out of 10 steaming sack of shit. Which is really disappointing, considering, like, the Hollow Knight is really good. AA content of court conflict of interest? Ooh, let me grab... No, it's no cope. It's genuinely one of the worst games I've played in my life. Like, from an objective standpoint, it's just really badly thrown together. I mean, I think the developers just kind of decided, well, people have been waiting for this for ages, so wouldn't it be really funny if it was just awful? And it's like, well, not really. It's actually a pretty big disappointment. But, hey, I got my money back, and I managed to get my money back in a way that meant that someone at Microsoft had to read the term hot sauce enema on my refund request. And that entertains me immensely. But, yeah, I mean, it's a very, 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 you know, it's in my YouTube rules now. Don't ask me to stream it or I'll ban you. No, there's no agree to disagree. It's terrible. It is literally terrible. And it's in the rules as well, so, you know. I've made the rules. I have made the decision. I have spoken. There we go. And it was in the wisdom for the estimated time of death. That's Arabal. What in the world were you doing there then? Probably trying to get his passport. Okay. It seems Mr. Arabal was loitering about Kurain village that day. There's evidence he was in the doctor's study as well. Isn't that right, Mr. Justice? Ugh. You mean the suitcase? Exactly. He must have been in quite the rush to leave that behind. But his passport's in there. Yeah, I've added those to my... I've got like a notepad that I pop stuff like that onto, so I'm going to have a look at that. I think I know where they're going to be as well, so that could be interesting. So we're coming to the end of this game. I do have Great Ace Attorney Chronicles to pick up as well at some point. But, like, I'm always down for something a bit out there, you know. Oh, and by the way, Your Honour, Mr. Arabal just so happens to be sitting in the gallery today. Ah! See? That's him trying to escape as we speak. Bailiff! Don't let that man get away! Ah, shit. Right, you backstabber! Why are you doing this to me? Uh-oh. All right. The counsel/defense may question the plaintiff/witness once more. Please proceed, Mr. Justice. Now, I already see the problem here. So, let me show you what the issue is. Plan to go to McDonald's later. Not a bad shout, really. Now, there's the entrance, right? There's the entrance to the house. There's the window. If he has seen... If he's seen what he claims to, he's going to have had to have been around here. Right, or at the very least, like, he's in this general area to be able to see in. Okay, so we're going to press on this one.
Hold it!
Where exactly were you when you saw Mr. Arabal?
Right here under this tree.
Why were you there?
I saw him dashing out of the bus front door.
Okay. And he didn't notice you?
No, it was hidden by the tree.
Is it really all that important to know from where the plaintiff saw Mr. Arabal? Yes. Yeah, I believe it matters a lot. I ask that it please be added to the witness's testimony. Okay. I thought this was going to be kind of an easier one, but... So he's running out the front. I was under this tree when I saw Mr. Arabal. Let's have a look at the evidence again, shall we? Might lack some info. I think we do, yeah. Let's press on other stuff.
Hold it!
Gonna be on your PlayStation a bit, watching on iPad? Nice. Nice, enjoy. I haven't actually got my PlayStation up in. My wife uses it downstairs as like a media centre, but it's only a PS4. There's a dinosaur game coming to PS5 that looks really good, but the developers aren't releasing it on PC. And their reason is, oh, PC players will mod it with Guna stuff. And it's like, that's your reason for not releasing it on any platform except PS5. Really? You're not going to put it on Steam? Idiots. It looks good as well. That's the thing that really bugs me. It's like, oh, you're going to actually make it a PS5 exclusive just because you're scared someone's going to wank off to your main character. Alright, that makes sense.
Society is inundated with serious problems that must be solved, and as a politician, I'm always on the job, thinking hard about possible solutions even on my walks.
Thanks for the non-answer.
While we live out our comfy lives, there are starving children who suffer in the back alleys of our major cities.
Sorry you find dinosaurs attractive? Oh, I see. So does that mean that you wish to be thagamized? You wish to be thagamized by Stegosaurus Senpai. You wish to be... This is going to sound like a Chuck Tingle novel. Plapped by the Parasaurolophus. Dick down by the Deinonychus. It's not in me to ignore such suffering. A vote for me is a vote to end hunger and for world peace. Yeah, Mr. Tishamson, we are well aware of your outstanding character. Now, please continue with your testimony.
I can practically hear my poll numbers surging. Now, on with my speech. After all, the voting public must be informed of the magnificence that is me.
Oh my god, I hate this guy.
Hold it!
Okay. Where exactly were you when you saw Mr. Arabal? Oh, we've already gone through this bit. Okay. There was a short manga called My Girlfriend's a Prehistoric Dinosaur. I've heard of that one, I think. I've heard of that one. There's also... I mean, it's a bit different. There's a Gal Tokyoryu, which is pretty neat. Okay, we've already got that added onto the testimony.
Hold it!
Okay. What were you doing under that tree? He was jacking off.
A lack of lateral thinking. That is a politician's downfall.
What?
That is why, if I'm elected, I promise to think outside the box.
The question was, what were you doing under the tree, Mr. Attention Wimpson?
I suppose I can't expect a plebeian such as yourself to understand my grand design.
A politician's downfall is doing politics? I thought a politician's downfall was when you, Arahelius, pull on the you pull on the cord and then Genevieve does her gravity-based thing. You know what I'm saying. You're French, you'll understand. Yeah. Also that, yep, I knew you'd get it. Try me, O Lord of Plebs. Mr. Attention Wimpson, I believe the court is well aware of your grand political vision. Now, let's have the rest of your testimony, if you please.
I can hardly wait for the upcoming election.
Oh my god.
Hold it!
He won't tell us what he was doing under the tree. He was wanking. He was jacking off. He was masturbating. Dirty git. Okay. Did you notice anything unusual?
Yes, his behaviour was incredibly suspicious.
Okay.
His eyes were darting all around as he ran off in total panic. As soon as I saw that, I knew he had done something, and it probably wasn't good.
Despite that, you still didn't report it to the police.
Who would have thought he had killed Dr. Buff? Not me, that's why I didn't report him.
So the witness didn't notify the police. Is that an important statement, Mr. Justice? I think so. Yeah, it's important. I request that the witness add it to his testimony.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I had no idea Dr. Buff was dead, that's why I didn't call the police.
Now, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Right? Because, look, if he's under the tree, he would have seen where the body was.
Objection!
Mr. Attention Wimpson, rather than Mr. Arabal, wasn't there something else that should have had your undivided attention?
Like what? Oh yes, of course. A politician must also keep his finger on the electorate's pulse and focus on...
Sorry, but you're way off.
I am?
Would you care to explain, Mr. Justice? If the witness saw Mr. Arabal from his position here, then he should have also been able to see the doctor's body. After all, it was right next to a huge window. Why, I believe you have a point there. With the body that clearly visible to the witness, it's unthinkable he wouldn't have reported it to the police. Ah. Would the witness care to respond? He's asleep. Did he fall asleep? Mr. Attention Wimpson? He's a snoozer, man. He's a certified snoozer. Mr. Attention Wimpson!
Oh, no one really sides to any issue.
What did I ever do to deserve this? In any case, I'd like the court to acknowledge the inconsistency in the witness's testimony. Mr. Attention Wimpson, did you really see Mr. Arabal?
Yes.
Hold it!
The fuck's he doing? Where do you think you're going?
No, I thought I'd return to my seat, seeing as I'd already answered the question.
This isn't some small town hall debate, so you just stay right there until I say we're through.
I'll have to run that by my campaign manager before I...
Objection!
Glare. Mr. Attention Wimpson, I think it's time for you to come clean.
Huh?
So then, does this mean he didn't see Mr. Arabal? As your lawyer, Mr. Attention Wimpson, I advise you divulge that matter we discussed. Silence is no longer an option.
Are you sure about this? I'm in the midst of running for office. I can't afford to let any strange rumours get out.
Don't worry. You won't suffer any blowback for what you're about to reveal.
Blowback? I'm not sure I like the sound of that, Mr. Wright. I prefer the term backshots.
Not to worry, Your Honour. Nothing untoward will come of this, I promise. Now then, Mr. Justice. Remember how it was an anonymous call that reported the doctor's death? Come to think of it. Emma, who was the first to discover the body?
About that, whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous.
What?
It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police.
Okay. Wait. You're not saying that... Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. The anonymous source who contacted the police after discovering the body was... my client, Mr. Paul-itical Wimperson.
What?
Don't say. So you see, he played his part as a concerned citizen, quite admirably if I might say so. Isn't that right?
Yes, indeed. In our society today, there are too many who choose indifference over righteous action. But I don't number among them. That's why I did my duty as a concerned citizen. One might call me the model citizen, one worthy of standing above the rest.
What a real standard bearer he is, reporting it anonymously. Oh, and by the way, Mr. Justice, wasn't there someone else at the scene of the crime when my client discovered the body? Wouldn't calling the body and claiming he found it help his campaign? Probably not, because it potentially implicates him. So, like, even if there's another suspect, if he's the first person to find the body, it does cast some level of suspicion on him. And that's probably why he didn't do it. Because he's a sly bastard, this one. He's a sly bastard. Oh, do you mean Mr. Arabal? He would have been leaving the doctor's house right around then. Wait, that means... Yeah, it does. In short, what my client witnessed was Mr. Arabal fleeing the scene of a heinous murder. Ah! And that's not all. Based on what we've heard so far, Mr. Arabal looked exceedingly suspicious, and that's putting it mildly. We already know the Defiant Dragons threatened the Doctor with bodily harm. And now that they've killed him, the so-called orb transfer agreement is null and void. Well,
Apollo, if we don't come up with some sort of counter-argument...
And what sort of evidence do you have? Can you actually prove that it was Mr. Arabal who killed the Doctor?
That move had desperate written all over it.
That's all I've got, so I'm going with it. Evidence? I suppose it's true that I don't have any. I knew it. But I do have another witness. You do? You should know I always come fully prepared, Mr. Justice. And my new witness will provide testimony proving Mr. Arabal's guilt. Ugh.
A new witness? I wonder who it could be.
It's the helicopter.
Very well, bailiff, please summon our new witness. In the meantime, the court will take a brief recess. I would like both sides to use this time to prepare properly. Understood?
Well, to be continued? Not quite. Is Ara or Hades, is there a to be continued coming up in a minute, or is the recess just kind of like there, and then we carry on with the trial part 2? Which of the two are we looking at? Because like if there's a to be continued coming up in a minute, I'll go to there. But if it's just the case that this is kind of like the halfway point, then we can. There's no TBC, right? Okay, we'll finish this one up here tonight. Then we'll do the next bit of the trial in one go next week. So let me pull over here, and here goes the vertical one. Hey, it's the midway point. No TBC coming. Understood. Thank you. Yeah. So wife's home, and I'd like to spend a bit of time with her tonight. So she's got work tomorrow. You see. So I will be, on my Todd for most of it. I'll probably be building Warhammer. I built another 5 Blightlord Termies today. I built, like, 18 of these now. Actually, that's kind of silly. Oh no, I need to get a picture of these most recent two as well, because I did them a bit differently, and they've actually come out really quite neat. So yeah, but anyway, let me just get my save in there. Okay, there we are. Right, okay. So, just going over what's coming up next week really quickly, or at least, I mean, the rest of this week. We've got Metroid Other M tomorrow. We'll be carrying on with Other M on probably... we're probably going to be doing it on Saturday of next week, right? Because that just, it makes sense to carry on the same day. We'll be putting Lightyear Frontier in at some point. Now, I think I've penciled in Dreadout Keepers of the Dark for, I think I said Monday, because I want to mix it up a little bit. I want to mix it up a little bit with some of the games I'm playing. So I'm probably going to try and slot Tavern Master in, or possibly... I picked up one of the Hitman games I think I mentioned, so we'll play Hitman or Tavern Master at some point this week. And then I just need to work out something to play on Thursday. So I'm going to have a think about that. We'll see. We'll see. It's not like I've got a lack of stuff to be playing. So, yeah, we could always play a bit of Clover Pit, I guess. That's pretty fun. I'd have to reinstall it though, because I crashed out on it the other day. So I was like, oh, my luck's absolutely dog shit. And then I had a Gerard moment, so that was fun. Yeah, I didn't actually have a Gerard moment. I was just like, you know what? I'll uninstall it, and then I'm not going to be tempted to play it every single lunch break. So I've been playing Lightyear Frontier as well. So, yeah, I can dip in and out as I fancy. But anyway, I'll be back tomorrow at 5 PM for Metroid Other M. I will hopefully see you guys then. If I don't, though, take lots of care. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you as well for everyone hanging out with me tonight. Let me just see, in fact, how many people are chilling with us on Twitch right now. Bear with. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Well, let me load up this other dock in that case. Oh wow, that's kind of small, huh? Can I stick this on there? Yes, I can. Is there anyone online we could raid into? Probably not. Probably not. I did see one of my mates, but they're streaming a game that I hate, so that's a straight up no. I'm so sorry. No. Okay, I couldn't do that to you guys. He's a swell guy, but I couldn't subject you to that game. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go spend some time with wife now. Take lots of care. Have a good rest of your day, and hopefully I'm going to see you tomorrow for some Metroid Other M. But in the meantime, have a good one.